Good morning, Roger. Welcome to our 6 simple questions. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, morning. Roger Prydderch, Prydderch Financial Planning, a small independent financial advisor based in the centre of Bramhall.
Great. And the next question, business again. How did you end up starting up Prydderch Financial Planning?
Well, hearing Chris Moran's long-winded and Chris Boo's long-winded messages before, I'll see if I can beat them, shall I? But I won't. But it does go back to college, fully enough, and I will condense it right down. I was in college and didn't know what to do. So my father was a financial advisor as well, same as me. And whilst I was at college, because I was there so infrequently, I was working at the same insurance company my father worked at in Manchester. So any summer holidays, any Christmas breaks, Easter, I was working just in administration, basic admin at an insurance company. So when I was being kind of reluctantly forced education at college, because I was hardly ever there because of the way my timetable fell, I was getting on the bus and going into Manchester and working for the rest of the day. So as college progressed, I was on one hand educated, and then on the other hand I was earning money, and the earning money side soon kind of grew in appeal, and lost interest in college and started working. So I started my insurance financial advisory path right back then at an insurance company, making cups of tea and filing.
Great.
Over the next 20 years, we moved from there. I left there being made redundant. I went to a company called The Edge, where I was just doing basic administration. I got qualified. Went from Old The Edge, merged to another company in Manchester. Left that firm. That firm got quite big, so we got 130 people. Left there just because I preferred it a bit smaller, frankly. Became a bit of a number there. So I started a firm with one of the old directors in Wilmslow, and then when that partnership ended because we were going in separate directions. So 6 years ago, I parachuted myself and my half of the business, including all my clients, into Bramhall. So my father was in the industry, and I kind of didn't really know what else to do. So I just kind of loosely followed his path, and that's where I ended up here.
Right, and as you started the business, you must have joined the business network then. So, because haven't you been with us about 6 years or so?
There was a slight crossover. I was still at the old company when I joined the business network. Is it 9 years or something?
Could well be, yeah.
I'll be getting a carriage clock soon, I hope. But I'm one of the founding members of the business network, and it was my first ever networking. I didn't really subscribe to it previously, and I've been a member ever since. And then so when I obviously left and started afresh here, it was a nice environment to be part of. I actually had stability at the business network when business was changing, so it worked out quite nice with the people who I knew and met there.
Right, because I think you actually said you were one of our eldest members, but I'm sure that must be Mr. Moran.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more elder statesmen. I think you've interviewed most of them already, haven't you? I'm the youngster of the group now, but I have been there the longest.
Well, here you go. Here you go, Christian, 23, Jonathan, 24, and I've got another guy who might be, well, he is 17, so that I've been asked to invite. Yeah, I know.
I don't want to talk to them, thank you.
Anyway, moving on from that, we like to ask our personal questions. So, what hobbies, passions, what do you do in the spare time when you're not running the kids from place to place?
Well, that was probably the first thing, was playing taxi to getting the kids to various activities and events that they do with football and goodness knows what. So that does take up the lion's share of spare time, frankly. Beyond that, when I do get a chance, which is very infrequently, I do like to go out on the mountain bike and just head up a hill, preferably. Do something a little bit rough and ready. That does happen infrequently, so note to self, do more of that. Other than that, walking the dog, I'm pounding the streets numerous times a day, walking the dog. Apart from that, anything to do with cars. I am a car nut. Anything connected with cars, whether it's, I'm not necessarily watching it because I don't get the time to do so, but driving, going on a track day, There's a group of friends of mine who we do meet, and we do meet at various parts around the country, and go for a drive and stay over, have a nice meal. Good friendship group, got some clients out of it as well, so it all works both ways. So anything to do with cars, window shopping in particular.
Oh yes, we were supposed to be at the Porsche garage, weren't we? And but we'll get there. We'll get there this year, I'm sure. So
I think my bank manager was pleased when coronavirus hit and that was cancelled.
Yeah. Now, moving on, podcasts. Do you listen to any? Do you have any that you'd recommend?
I don't really listen to podcasts particularly. Right. I just don't have the time. It sounds a bit ridiculous, but running a small business, my working day spills into my evening, and I don't really get a chance. I'm always running around all over the place, and I don't really get control necessarily of what's going on inside my ears. So I can't really think. I know podcasts. I don't really know. You could flip it into TV programs, anything comedy based. Or I just listen to the radio. I'm a new adopter of things like Amazon Prime Music and Spotify, so I quite like the playlists. Yeah, they randomly suggest playlists from previous listening. So if we're at home in the kitchen, I quite often just have some playlists. So it's a playlist is a bit
right. Okay,
you can accept that.
Right, I can accept that, and we're not going to ask you about a book. We're going to ask you about a film that you're going to recommend, then, I believe.
It's not a specific film, really. Just general. When I'm choosing a film to watch, because, like I said, work spills into 24/7, weekends, evenings, everything. I'm always on hand. I'm always checking emails. I know I shouldn't, but I do. So, film-wise, anything I can just shut off. Anything that's just not too deep. Anything action, superhero. I know it's a bit not particularly an intelligent answer you're going to get off me here. Just something like that I can just switch on, put on, and I switch off. So I don't know. Avengers, Batman.
Yeah. Right.
Anything like that, or some comedy. Austin Powers was repeated today. I noticed the Austin Powers films.
There are loads of films now coming back. You think, I remember seeing that years ago and watching them. And
I was thinking, will Mike Myers make another Austin Powers? Because it was just brilliant. So just anything that allows you to switch off and just try and relax.
Yeah. I love that. I'm into my Bond films, so I'm working my way through Bond films at the moment. So,
big Bond fan, Bond fan. So we'll have to wait for the latest installment.
I know
in November or something. It's coming out.
Yeah. So that's great. And finally, last question: words of wisdom. See, we're here, we're confined, so as people are watching this,
you're coming to me for words of wisdom.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever been asked that in my life before. Words of wisdom. I don't know. Get more sleep. I feel like I've been dug up. I was in a tent with my son last night in the garden. Very little sleep. I feel like I look like I've been dug up. So get more sleep. Try and get a better work-life balance. If you've got running a small business, and a lot of people in the business network run small businesses like me. It's so hard to get a work-life balance right, and there's a constant battle. Sleep more, get a work-life balance right, and live long and prosper. There we go. There's a quote for you.
There you go, Roger. That's a good way to end. Thank you so much for doing this for us.
No problem at all.
We'll have this out on social media soon. Thank you.
Lovely, great. Cheers, Simon.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.